At a certain point in the last 10 years, the conversation around self-care went from how can I take care of myself so I can take care of others to how expensive are my candles. And that's just not right. We have a bunch of people talking about how important self-care is and not even knowing who Audre Lorde is. Now, Audre Lorde famously described herself as a Black lesbian mother warrior poet, and she wrote a lot of books. I, perhaps, should have put a robe on. So Audre Lorde was this incredible Black queer woman who was fighting cancer while also living in a society that was hostile to her identity. And in her book, A Burst of Light, she famously said, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence. It is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare." And that's just something that hits harder when you actually have marginalized identities. There are various systems in society that oppress people, but those same systems privilege other people. For example, men are privileged by sexism while women are oppressed. Sexism, for example, is the reason why there are no laws controlling men's bodies, but there are so many controlling women's. If you have oppressed or marginalized identities, society isn't really built with your safety and your well-being in mind. You're kind of treated like you're disposable. So it's in that context that self-care is revolutionary. Another huge part of the conversation on self-care that's often missed is the fact that self-care isn't something selfish. It allows you to pour into yourself so that you can later pour into others. Self-care connects to community care. So no, your skincare routine doesn't have to have this many products for it to be valid self-care or skincare. And no, you don't have to buy expensive candles. I got this one on sale. All your self-care needs is intention. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be something that you do by yourself, and it doesn't have to look like what you see self-care looking like on the internet, including this video. So next time you think of self-care, I hope you think of Audre Lorde, I hope you read her books, and I hope you remember that self-care and community care go hand in hand. Bye!